Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. We're going to be doing a recommended reading. Avengers #4, C.F. via Jed MacKay. I also have this cover by Carmen. I forget her last name. Interesting choice there. Anywho, if you have not been keeping up with the recommended reading, we are on issue 4 of Avengers, the Jed MacKay and C.F. via run. The Avengers are dealing with the Ashen Combine, a motley crew of villains if I ever seen them. They are city slayers. They are city destroyers, and they want to destroy cities on Earth. And the Avengers ain't having it. We just kind of did a lot of buildup in issue 3 and issue 4. Folks are actually squaring off. We're going to look at the variant covers, and then I'm going to tell you about the story. But before we do all of that, I need y'all to do. Yeah, we there already. What y'all always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, share this here. Okay, let's look at some variant covers, shall we? Okay. This is the variant cover by Mark Brooks. In case y'all didn't know, this is the 60th anniversary of the Avengers. I like that they use the Heroes Reborn Rob Liefeld Captain America head emblem. A lot of people didn't like that emblem. I thought it was cool. It's better than a big ass A, I think. Other variant covers include, and this one's by Mark Brooks, by the way. And this is one of the variant covers I have. This is by, like I said, Carmen Carnero. That's by Carmen Carnero. That is kind of showcasing the Scarlet Witch, and that's okay because arguably Scarlet Witch is supposedly the most powerful member on their roster. More powerful than Thor? Apparently. And you already seen, but we can take a look at it anyway. The variant cover by the one and all, as if you didn't know who drew that. You know what I mean? Or painted it. That is an Alex Ross cover, and that is the other cover that I own. Pirate boots everywhere. Pirate boots. Look at those pirate boots. Pirate boots on Mockingbird. Pirate boots on Hawkeye. Pirate boots on Captain America. What is this? A superhero convention or a pirate gathering? Iron matey, I like me boots. I guess so. And then the last variant cover is just a black and white version of the Alex Ross cover. You can see a little more of the detail in it, which is kind of cool. I like that. And then lastly, the actual regular cover by the one and only Stuart Immonen. And we see City Smith, and that is Iron Man, y'all. That's one of Iron Man's new suits. I guess he finally got tired of the red and gold and decided to rock something with a different color scheme. Well, let's get into this book. All right, there's a lot of stuff going on in this book. So what's the story? John Romita died in June, and there is June, not June. He died in June, and there is a big splash page for the one and only John Romita Sr. That is, his son continues his legacy. That's a beautiful thing to have a legacy. Classics cover of Spider-Man number 50. Everybody knows about that one. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to see Avengers. And when this story starts, we see Falcon. Excuse me. I just did that. I can't help it. That's what he looks like. We see Captain America in the Impossible City. And apparently it's totally empty. Didn't nobody tell them the Impossible City was the person in the city. And we see T'Challa again in the new Eve Ewing togs and having a new attitude, or should I say an old attitude, because there is conversation betwixt them. And with the explosives being set, Captain America and Black Panther are having conversation, and you could tell it's a little terse. He's telling Black Panther the city's empty, and the Black Panther's response is good. Our enemies appear to be predators, used to descending upon the homes of their prey and sowing terror. But the Black Panther knows something about sowing terror. Yes, he does. See Wakanda and die. Let them look upon their home burning up in reentry. See, that's the cold-blooded calculating T'Challa we all know and love. Fine by me, Panther, but you know the deal. No collateral damage. I find so much as a janitor in this creep show. Saving lives takes precedence. To use these costumes, to see these costumes join those of the murdered, the Ashen Combine have met heroes in their conquest, met them and killed them, nailed their colorful costumes to walls as trophies. That's the Impossible City talking, by the way. It will be sad, I think, to see these costumes join those of the murdered. Sam, I know you don't like me, and I know that I've given you reason not to, but please do not presume to lecture me. Woo! T'Challa throws shade like no other in the Marvel Universe. But check it. On the run of that fella whose name shall not be spoken, the Avengers kicked him out. In Captain America, in this Captain America, Sam America, in his comic, he invaded Wakanda. Why should the defender of Wakanda feel some kind of way about doing his job? Anyway, let's get to the best battle in this book. MODOK Owlface, aka known as Idol Alabaster, against Thor. Now, Idol Alabaster has the psionic ability to make people worship her. And yes, that is a her. And here she's saying to herself, this will not be the first god she's killed. That's the Impossible City saying that. Okay, so who are these heroes that the Ashen Combine have killed? Are they heroes from another universe? Are they heroes we would know? Or are we just saying, okay, these are some heavy-duty cats because they're hero killers? I don't know. But this battle has all the swagger and bravado you might expect a battle between Thor and somebody who wants worship to have. See, Thor talking that talk. You see him right there. You would be a god, would you? Allow me to show you what that means. Lesson the first, smiting. And he throws his hammer and misses, and then gets scratched across his face. You see that? Ooh. He said, worship me. She said, worship me and live. And Thor hit her with that, I say thee nay. Now, I was thinking the same thing everybody else was thinking on this scene right here. Okay, right here. I cannot be defeated, godling. My worshippers below see me as invincible, and so I am. Every new worshiper makes me stronger, and my influence spreads wider. And if you hurt me, and there he is, hitting her with the lightning, but look what happens. They pay the price. You will have to kill every one of my worshipers to hurt me. Every one of your people. Have you the belly for it? Are you indeed a god? That's a hell of a dilemma for the son of Odin to be in, but I don't think he's in the worst situation. The Dead and Scarlet Witch. Now, here we are, last issue, because he when he manifested his powers, we're simply thinking, okay, he raises the dead. But there's other things going on. As Scarlet Witch is protecting people in Sydney, Australia, the dead, who looks what's up? I don't know. We'll find out here soon enough. But she, everybody's got bravado, talking trash. This is your last warning. Stand down, release these spirits. And that's what I like about it. The dead ain't talking about nothing. The dead say, I can show you better than I can tell you. And she say, very well. Witness the living Darkhold. And so she said, I see your death storm and match you with a Darkhold storm. They banging on powerful superhero levels. And all of a sudden we hear a voice. Ghosts. You know all about ghosts, don't you, Wanda? What? That voice. But there are ghosts of the dead, and then there are ghosts of those who still live. You thought me chained within your soul, Wanda, but ghosts do so love rattling their chains, don't they? Chthon. Or is it Chthon? Is this another power that the dead is able to manifest? Or has the elder dark god somehow caught up with the Scarlet Witch again? She thought she had drove him down into the recesses of her. Yeah, so I guess not. Can you see similarities between the Scarlet Witch and Raven of the Teen Titans? And here we are in Toronto, where we see City Smith up against Iron Man. I like that armor, by the way. I'm not a huge Tony Stark fan, but I'm digging that, because if you got all this ability to make all these armors, why do you make every last one of them, or the majority of the damn things, red and yellow? I don't know. But he's calling Tony Stark names. He's called him a Philistine, a boor, a Vulgarian. Damn. Okay. And Tony Stark, as always, is being snarky. After I beat your ass into the ground, City Smith, I'm going to have to find out how your translation works, because you got a hell of a vocabulary for someone new to this world. Yeah, I like my snarky Tony Stark voice. Anyway, City Smith is on another level. The city is literally his weapon. He is able to morph and shape the buildings and the landscape of the city to do what he wants it to do. Wow, that's a dope power. I ain't gonna front. And now he's made a big city worm to eat Stark. And Thor is still going at it with Idol Alabaster. And Idol Alabaster is pulling out another power. He said, "Mark well the hawk wings I am crowned with, creature. The winds are mine to command." And he's blowing Idol Alabaster around in a storm, using his powers the way he's supposed to use them, not just pound a solution out, so to speak. The storm lives in my heart, the lightning in my blood, halcyonic to the end. Oh, very good, Thunder God. But this isn't the stalemate you think it is. You cannot harm me for killing my supplicants, for fear of killing my supplicants, and my feathers can only scratch you. But the worship I feed on, the adoration, it can be vomited forth to kill a god, especially a god. So, man, Idol Alabaster got tricks. The helmet done came off Thor's head. That's a problem. And the Scarlet Witch is having issues with Chthon. My goodness. So she's questioning what's real and what isn't. Sounds like we're hearkening back to the days of Crazy Wanda and House of M and all of that good stuff. And Chthon is messing with her, pissed her off long enough for her to lose control and get caught up. So the Avengers are catching it, bro. All of them. Even Stark, after he manages to blast his way out of this situation, City Smith takes the city and boom, turns Tony Stark into a living monument. Oh my God, what's Tony gonna do about that? Oh, we know he's gonna do something, but he ain't gonna do it in this damn issue. And then lastly, but certainly not least, T'Challa and Sam. And they're having a conversation. Any word from the rest of the team? No. And that worries me. Me too. If these guys are bad enough to bother Thor, that's a problem. Oh, they bad enough to do more than bother Thor. Shit. She knocked Thor out the sky. Smoldering out the sky. This Ashen Combine ain't no joke. They might be a squad to rival the Master of Evil. Hell, surpass them. Because, no offense intended, Sam, but she is the one who really gives me pause. See, Sam worried about Thor. T'Challa's worried about Wanda. And again, Sam with his punk ass reply, "I can never tell with you if I'm supposed to actually be offended or not. And your analysis forgets that Wanda is our ride back to Earth." T'Challa's reply, I love it. That's what he says. TCH is what it says. That's how you pronounce that. That's how you pronounce that right there. He said, "I have a fail-safe in place. I always do, Sam." Notice, not one time in this comic book run has T'Challa referred to Sam as Captain America. He don't respect the stars and stripes on Sam? Don't know. Maybe we'll find out later in the series. And again, more smart shit. Of course you do. You smart guys always do. Detonators and timers read green across the board. As per our agreement, are you satisfied that there will be no loss of life? I am. And the Impossible City chimes in. I'm afraid that's incorrect. What the? Oh, and what T'Challa said, "You had one thing to do, Sam." Like you had one job and you fucked that up. Who's there? I am. I had another name once, but now I am called the Impossible City. And I'm very sorry. but we're all going to die here. And that's the end of the story. That's it. That's all you get. So, quick synopsis. The Avengers are getting their asses handed to them. And Sam and T'Challa are trapped in the impossible city, and it's about to go bad. The Avengers are catching a case, but these are the kind of stories we want to see. The Avengers are supposed to be the group of heroes that can defeat the foes that no one hero can withstand. They got their hands full. I hope everything turned out good for them. I hope don't nobody die. But this isn't the cinematic universe, so as much as everybody will suffer, I'm sure they're all going to come out smelling like roses. How come we haven't seen the fight between Inui and Captain Marvel? That was surprisingly absent from this book, because I really wanted to see what that Inui cat does. Because he looks like the most sinister out of all of them. They all seem to be pretty vicious, but that Inui cat, he looks like he could be trouble. But are y'all enjoying this recommended reading? You should. I recommend you read this book. This book is good. It's heating up. Jed MacKay and C.F. are doing their thing. Jed MacKay is paying attention to characterization. Jed MacKay is paying attention to the storylines and adventures that came before he took the reins. And it seems like he is doing the book justice. But trust me, I'll be the first one to ride on him if he does something left, especially with our boy T'Challa. Hey, that's it. But fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.